Hey everyone, so today I wanted to make a video about something that I have received a lot of questions about, and my viewpoint on this has changed with experience and different things that I've gone through, and I thought maybe this could be helpful to someone going through the same thing, and at least I know that when I was in this situation, I wish I had someone to tell me these things and help me see it from a different point of view. So I wanted to talk about the topic of, liking a guy that maybe doesn't like you back, or someone that just doesn't put you as a priority, whereas the title comes into play, maybe not texting you back, not really taking the time out of their day to prove to you that they want to be with you, or that they like you, or that they even value you. And now before, you say, oh, of course, I would never like a guy like that, think about it really hard, because I feel like every girl has been in the position of liking someone who didn't treat them that well, and for thinking that that maybe was a reflection of you, for thinking that if you could only, convince this person to see, how great you would be together, it would work, or if you could just get this person to decide to commit to you or decide to be in a relationship with you, how wonderful things would be because you really decided that you like this person. And at the moment, things aren't working out, they're not really, behaving in the best way and stuff, but you really see the potential there and you think it could eventually be something really great. And I just want you to think about it for a second. And if you are in that position, the thing that you need to know is the number one rule that you should have before getting into a relationship or pursuing someone is they should also be doing the same for you. And that should just be the absolute number one thing. And if someone is not giving you 100%, that is such a clear answer that they're not the right person for you. When you take that away and you really think about it and you honestly evaluate the situation and how they're treating you, their actions, their words, all of it put together, if they're showing that they don't really care, or they're not really putting in effort, or you're not necessarily their only priority, or they're talking to a bunch of girls at one time, or they have commitment issues, or they can't figure out what they want, take that honesty and that clarity and run with it and realize that there are people that will choose you and that will willingly want to be with you, and that is what they decided they do want. And it's just really interesting because I get all these messages from girls being really hung up and upset over a guy that just isn't fully with them and isn't fully there in the relationship, or, making the effort to be in a relationship. And it makes me sad because I know how that feels when you can't quite see past that point, but I promise you that once you get out of that and you open yourself up to finding the right people, you will realize how wrong that was. To spend your time wishing, hoping, wondering, convincing someone to be with you or value you, you'll realize you don't have to do that with the right person. They will see you for how unique you are, how amazing you are, and they will want to be with you. And, something that I like to think about is while, being denied, or maybe, looking at something in a very harsh, truthful manner and just realizing, look, this person is not really doing all that they could to be with me. They definitely are leaving some things out. They're definitely not acting that great. And, if I really think about it, they're not really trying to be with me. And the hard truth of that is that probably means they don't really want to, and they don't really value that, because if they did, they wouldn't be making you feel that way. Someone that totally is there with you and wants to be with you won't ever make you question it. And, while it is kind of sad to realize that, and a broken heart can hurt, being denied can hurt, being honest with yourself about all of that stuff can really be painful. But the only thing that's worse than a broken heart would be wasted time. While you're young, yes, you do have time to experience things, date the wrong people, make mistakes, but at the same time, you don't want to be closing yourself off to people that are great and that are actually right for you. And by continuing to be hung up or worried about someone, or trying to, make a relationship work or convince someone to like you, or waiting around until that person is ready for a relationship, is only going to hurt you, because you are closing yourself off to so many people that would be so much better and that would actually choose you. And I think that's what it really comes down to. And this advice may be very simple, because in reality it is. If someone is not actively wanting to be with you or actively not trying to be with you, why would you want to be with them? And like I said, it sounds very simple, but I get so many messages from girls telling me about this guy that they like, this guy they're kind of seeing, their friends with benefits, whatever it may be, where it's a situation and they want more and they're not getting more, and they want to know how they can fix that, how they can get the guy to like them, how they can get him to be their boyfriend. And my biggest advice is you can't. And why would you? Why would you want someone that off the bat didn't know, what they had with you and couldn't recognize that? Honestly, I think that is kind of the biggest blessing, to be able to have an answer and that honesty that that person isn't choosing you, so therefore you can go out and find someone that will choose you and someone that will be better for you and overall just make you happier and won't ever give you those same doubts. And it's definitely something you have to do with experience. I know when I was in that situation of, being with a guy that wasn't acting right or that kind of stuff, it was hard for me to mentally understand, what I'm saying until I found someone that didn't ever make me feel like that. And I think from that day on, you will never allow people into your life that aren't adding to it and that aren't making you happy and that are not making you feel better every day. And if someone's bringing you down, you get to a point where you don't accept that anymore. And that's a beautiful, amazing thing, but it does take time and experience. And unfortunately, it kind of takes getting hurt and going through those bad guys and those bad relationships to actually get to that mental, emotional maturity. So I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that you remember that you are so worthy and amazing and you truly do deserve someone that is good to you. And please do not forget that. And if you are upset or, hung up on someone right now, give yourself time to get through it, but then realize the quicker you get over it and the quicker you move on from that, the faster that you will be able to actually experience a real, true, loving relationship with someone that does want to be with you, and that's really what you do deserve. So I hope this video helped. Definitely leave any comments, questions, or advice you have for other girls in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!